Hi there, this is Anna Arias with video number 1 from my teaching tips. Today we're going to talk about group classes and how you can structure your classes to build student rapport, build longevity, get students to want to come back to what you're offering, and to have successful and satisfying programs, not only for the students but for the teachers as well. Thank you so much for watching. Okay, let's start at the beginning here. So you have a group class, and what I mean by group is really 3 students or more. A lot of this stuff is applicable to around the 10 student class size up to 30 or 50 students. The smaller the class size, the more you want to adjust this for them. And it can work with the 3-person or tiny group as well. But this is intended to be for the larger group, 9, 10, up to 30 or even 50 students. So first thing that every class should start with is something that I call intentional social engagement. This is different from something that you might have after class, like a coffee break or a social time for the students to casually get together. In that kind of a setting, the coffee break example, or a reception after recital or something like that, the students will pair in their own ways. Okay, but what I'm talking about is with intentional social engagement is having an activity for the students that you structure, that has parameters around it, that ends up pairing students in ways that they might not have paired themselves to begin with. This is very important, this concept of getting people to engage with each other socially. You might think, well, hey, I've got all this music curriculum that I need to teach, or art curriculum, or whatever it is. I need to get, point A, B, C, and build up these skills, and let's get on with it here. But if you're not including the people in your program, if you're not building rapport with them, if you're not allowing them to connect with each other and connect with you and get grounded into the room and into the things that you're about to offer, then you're missing a huge part of the magic around group teaching. So what is an example of intentional social engagement? There's so many exercises. A lot of them are, you can look at icebreakers and see a lot of them, but I would keep them to the subject of whatever you're working on. There's something that you can use with older students, like an I remember game where everybody chants something. I remember when, remember when, remember when, remember when, or you can even sing that. There's an actual song that one of the teacher trainings that I went to, where a person wrote a song for that. It was really great. You go around the room and you bring up a subject like, your first childhood toy, or your first song that you loved, and everybody chants the chant or the tune or whatever it is, and then you point to somebody and they have to talk about that experience. You listen, and then you come back to the remember when, remember when, remember when, and go into the next person. There's all kinds of examples of parameters. Free floating, where people are walking through a room and you ask them to think about something, and then you're talking to them, but then you say, hey, stop, and pair up with the person next to you and do this, whatever it is, the parameter that you've sent out. I can do a whole new video cast on all the different types of specific types of intentional social engagement exercises. But in here, I just want to give the idea of starting with something like that to break up the normal flow of the class, and to give all the students a chance to have fun, be together, do something new, create something new from there. Once you've got that intentional social engagement exercise, which I would make longer the newer the class is. So it's like day 1 and a brand new class, you're going to have more of that. And as time goes on, we have a band, that's been in our academy for 7 years. The intentional social engagement might be 30 seconds or 1 minute long, because they really know each other already. And it's just a quick exercise rather than a longer exercise.